Thank your heart for waking me up alive. Thank your heart for beating without rest. Thank your heart for starting my morning. Thank your heart for pumping life in me. Thank your heart for steady rhythm. Thank your heart for silent service. Thank your heart for fresh circulation. Thank your heart for warming my body.
Thank you, heart, for morning energy. Thank you, heart, for strength to rise. Thank you, heart, for calm breathing. Thank you, heart, for peaceful moments.
Thank your heart for emotional balance. Thank your heart for feeling joy.
Thank you, heart, for sensing love. Thank you, heart, for gentle compassion.
Thank your heart for kindness within. Thank your heart for patience. Thank your heart for emotional clarity. Thank your heart for inner harmony. Thank your heart for supporting movement. Thank your heart for daily activities. Thank your heart for stamina. Thank your heart for walking support. Thank your heart for work energy. Thank your heart for focus. Thank your heart for productivity. Thank your heart for resilience. Thank your heart for endurance. Thank your heart for balance. Thank your heart for protecting organs. Thank your heart for nourishing cells. Thank your heart for oxygen flow. Thank your heart for blood circulation. Thank your heart for healing support. Thank your heart for recovery power.
Thank you, heart, for immune strength. Thank you, heart, for vitality. Thank you, heart, for natural intelligence. Thank you, heart, for body coordination.
Thank your heart for managing stress. Thank your heart for calming fear. Thank your heart for courage. Thank your heart for emotional strength. Thank your heart for stability. Thank your heart for grounding me. Thank your heart for trust. Thank your heart for self-belief. Thank your heart for hope. Thank your heart for positivity. Thank your heart for loving relationships. Thank your heart for connection. Thank your heart for empathy. Thank your heart for understanding. Thank your heart for forgiveness. Thank your heart for softness. Thank your heart for warmth. Thank your heart for bonding. Thank your heart for care. Thank your heart for affection. Thank your heart for adapting daily. Thank your heart for flexibility. Thank your heart for life flow. Thank your heart for consistency.
Thank you, heart, for discipline. Thank you, heart, for stability. Thank you, heart, for balance of emotions. Thank you, heart, for calm reactions.
Thank your heart for peaceful responses. Thank your heart for wisdom. Thank your heart for supporting digestion. Thank your heart for evening energy.
Thank you, heart, for sustained strength. Thank you, heart, for carrying in me all day. Thank you, heart, for not giving up. Thank you, heart, for patience till night.
Thank your heart for gentle slowing down. Thank your heart for releasing. Thank your heart for releasing tension. Thank your heart for comfort.
Thank you, heart, for reflection. Thank you, heart, for gratitude feeling. Thank you, heart, for contentment. Thank you, heart, for peace within.
Thank your heart for safety. Thank your heart for protection. Thank your heart for surrender. Thank your heart for trust in life.
Thank you, heart, for faith. Thank you, heart, for divine rhythm. Thank you, heart, for night calmness. Thank you, heart, for restful Thank you heart for unconditional service. Thank you heart for loyalty.
Thank you heart for being my core. Thank you heart for being my center. Thank you heart for carrying love. Thank you heart for carrying life.
Thank you heart for divine design. Thank you heart for perfect timing. Thank you heart for today. Thank you heart for everything.